Ladies and gentlemen, after suffering through Friday Night SmackDown last Friday, we really gotta talk about what's happened to this show. Not recently, but all throughout 2025, SmackDown has just been unwatchable. Why is that? Because there has been rematches on some shows, poor storylines, poor booking decisions in matches. Like, nobody wants to be seeing that type of stuff on Friday night. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the things that happened in 2025 on SmackDown, on what went wrong. First off, SmackDown being 3 hours. Now, before SmackDown became 3 hours, some people actually wanted this show to be 3 hours. I don't know who, but they apparently wanted SmackDown to be 3 hours. But for me, I didn't want SmackDown to be 3 hours. And when SmackDown was 3 hours, I couldn't take it. It started from January all the way to June, only lasting 6 months. And the shows, those 3 hour SmackDowns, were lifeless. Well, most of them were, but not all of them. And I believe WWE knew that. So they had to make the change on bringing it back to 2 hours. But I think it was a USA Network request. I don't remember. Tell me in the comments. Now, there were some good SmackDown 3 hour shows. We had Tiffany Stratton cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase to win the WWE Women's Championship. We had that incredible TLC tag team match between the Street Profits, DIY, and the Motor City Machine Guns on the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Aleister Black making his return. John Cena cutting a pipe bomb promo on CM Punk. The Wyatt Six making their return. And then on the last SmackDown 3 hour show, which was actually in Saudi Arabia, CM Punk actually was mocking John Cena as he was doing his Big Sick Punkonomics, I think it was. That was quite funny. But then we get to the bad stuff on SmackDown being 3 hours. Chelsea Green's terrible United States Championship reign. And I will be talking about the Women's United States Championship in this video. Don't worry about that. Solo Sikoa trying to stay relevant. Tiffany Stratton's reign as WWE Women's Champion. And you want to know why is that? Which is actually going to be my next topic. The SmackDown Women's Division. Now we all know about Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax. But look at this right here. This is the rest of the women's roster on Friday Night SmackDown. You got Zelina Vega, you got Julia, Michin, Candice LeRae, Nikki Cross, Kiana James, B-Fab, and Chelsea Green, who is the new Women's United States Champion. And holy crap, how did I forget about Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, who is the current WWE Women's Champion right now. Now you probably are still wondering on why I said that Tiffany Stratton's reign was not good. Because just look at the roster. Don't you think that this roster is worthy of beating Tiffany Stratton? The only one I find believable in this photo is Julia. And holy crap, did you see what they just did with her? WWE completely buried her by losing the Women's United States Championship in 2 to 3 minutes. And who did she lose to? Chelsea Green. And speaking of that title, that's the next topic. The Women's United States Championship. We are close to 1 year of the existence of the Women's United States title. And what has that title done? Absolutely nothing. It did not elevate Chelsea Green. It did not elevate Zelina Vega. And especially, it did not elevate Julia when she won the title. And you want to know what's something embarrassing? The Women's Intercontinental Championship is more relevant than the Women's United States Championship. And the Women's Intercontinental Championship came out a month after the Women's United States Championship. And there's only been 2 champions of the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is treating that as a freaking world title. And heading back to the Women's United States Championship, every time somebody wins the Women's United States title, the first challenger they get is Michin. Haven't you noticed that? And just look, the SmackDown Women's roster is awful. Look at the Monday Night Raw Women's roster. It is completely stacked over there. And for SmackDown, don't even get me started. You know what else is wrong about Friday Night SmackDown? which is another topic I want to talk about, the MFTs. Now, Solo Sikoa, I can't even take this guy seriously anymore, because ever since the Monday Night Raw premiere on Netflix, where he lost to Roman Reigns, what is he doing nowadays? This dude is just desperate to stay on TV and stay away from irrelevancy. And then now he just freaking creates this group known as the MFTs, his so-called bloodline. That includes himself, Talatonga, Tamatanga, Tangaloa, and JC Mateo. And oh great, we're gonna have to hear again. How am I supposed to believe that the MFTs are a big threat to Friday Night SmackDown? All it is that for Solo Sikoa to stay relevant. And he goes from being intimidating, he goes from being the right-hand man or the enforcer or whatever he was called, to being a freaking comedy character. The other thing that's also wrong with Friday Night SmackDown is that the amount of people who are injured. And most of the names are actually big stars too. Bianca Belair, Jacob Fatu, Kevin Owens, Piper Niven, Tiffany Stratton, and there's a lot more. I'm sure you can name them all. So what could WWE do to fix Friday Night SmackDown? A draft. Apparently there was supposed to be a draft. Where is it? We haven't seen a draft since last year. And there was supposed to be the draft after WrestleMania. What were they going to do? Save it for October? October already passed. There's no draft. What's going on here? If you look at the Raw roster, you could literally just send half of those guys to SmackDown. And guess what? Raw also has some problems too. Mainly the tag team division. And in return, Monday Night Raw should get some tag teams. You get the Motor City Machine Guns over there. You get the Street Profits over there. Send Rey Fenix over there to reunite with freaking Penta and the Lucha Brothers. I don't know, but SmackDown has not been in the best shape recently. But I want to know from you guys, what would you do to make SmackDown better? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell for more videos. Follow me on Twitter @EthanStoyShow, and I'll see you in the next one.